I still remember the exact moment my heart cracked open at a family reunion. The kind of day that starts with sunshine and laughter, but ends with everything you thought you knew about love and family turned upside down. My name is Elena, the youngest of three sisters, always the one who smiled through the teasing, always the peacemaker. While my older sister Victoria built her empire in luxury real estate private jets, designer everything, endless social media praise, I quietly chose a different path. A government job, they called it. Safe, boring, predictable. Victoria never let me forget it. Every gathering became her stage. Elena's still playing civil servant, she'd say with that pitying laugh, loud enough for aunts, uncles, cousins to join in. I'd force a smile, swallow the sting, tell myself it didn't matter, but it did, every single time. I carried the weight of their underestimation like stones in my chest. What they didn't know, what no one knew, was that my desk job required me to disappear for weeks at a time. Classified briefings, midnight takeoffs, the kind of responsibility that keeps you awake wondering if tomorrow will come. I had learned long ago to keep my truth locked away. Not out of shame, but protection. Some lights are too bright for casual family dinners. I told myself I didn't need their approval. I had purpose. I had duty. Yet deep down, a small, wounded part of me still ached for the day they'd finally see me. That reunion was supposed to be ordinary. A big rented farmhouse, long tables under oak trees, children chasing each other, music drifting from speakers. I arrived early, helped set up, hugged everyone. Victoria swept in fashionably late, air-kissing cheeks, already scanning for her audience. When she spotted me arranging napkins, her eyes lit up with that familiar gleam. "There's my favorite government girl," she announced to the group. Still saving the world one spreadsheet at a time. Laughter rippled around me like broken glass. I felt my face burn, but I stayed quiet, because something was different that day. Something I hadn't planned to reveal, until the sky itself decided otherwise. Asterisk the afternoon unfolded slowly at. First, plates of barbecue, old stories, kids showing off new tricks. Then Victoria turned the conversation like she always did straight toward me. She stood on a picnic bench for dramatic effect, glass raised. "Let's toast to Elena," she called out, "the sister who chose safety over success. While I'm closing $1 million deals, she's, what? Filing expense reports?" Bless her consistent little heart. The laughter came again, louder this time. My father chuckled uncomfortably. My mother looked down at her plate. Cousins exchanged glances. I stood frozen, holding a tray of lemonade, feeling every eye on me like judgment. Inside, something tore. Not anger exactly, something deeper. A quiet, devastating sorrow. How many years had I absorbed these blows? How many nights had I come home, exhausted from missions no one could ever know about, only to hear the same jokes? I remembered the phone calls where she'd sigh dramatically, "Elena, you could have been somebody. Instead, you're just there." I remembered birthdays when she'd give me office supplies for your little cubicle life. Each comment chipped away until I barely recognized the confident woman I was at work. At home, I was shrinking. My hands shook as I set the tray down. Tears burned behind my eyes, but I refused to let them fall. Not here, not in front of her. I looked at Victoria smiling, glowing, untouchable, and realized something cold and clear. She didn't just tease. She needed me small so she could feel tall. That realization hurt more than the words ever could, but pain has a strange way of forging steel. As the mockery continued, as more relatives joined the gentle ribbing, a calm settled over me. Not defeat. Resolve. I had spent years protecting my secret to keep the family peace. Today, peace was no longer the priority. I glanced at the open field behind the farmhouse. the private airstrip we'd always used for small planes during events. The wind shifted, a low rumble grew in the distance. I checked my watch. Right. On time, I took one slow breath and whispered to myself, enough. Asterisk the rumble became thunder. Heads turned, conversations died. A sleek white jet appeared low over the tree line, unmistakable blue and silver trim, American flag crisp against the fuselage. Air Force 1 dot, it descended with perfect grace, touching down on the grass strip less than 200 yards from our tables. Dust swirled, engines whined down. The entire family stood in stunned silence as the stairs lowered Dot, then he appeared. The president. Casual in a polo shirt, waving once before walking straight toward us, Secret Service trailing at a respectful sight. Distance, my relatives parted like water. Victoria's face drained of color. Her glass slipped from her fingers and shattered on the ground. The president stopped in front of me. Major Elena Reyes, he said clearly, voice carrying across the frozen crowd. 4 years as mission commander on this aircraft. You've flown me through storms, crises, and more than one midnight emergency. The nation owes you more than words can express. He pinned a small service medal to my shirt, then turned slightly so everyone could hear. I asked to make this stop today so your family could finally meet the woman who keeps the country moving safely behind the scenes. Thank you, Major. He shook my hand. Cameras flashed from every phone. My parents' eyes filled with tears. Aunts and uncles stared in open shock, and Victoria. She looked like the ground had vanished beneath her. All her confidence, all her superiority gone, replaced by raw, trembling regret. After the president boarded and the jet taxied away, the silence lingered. Then Victoria walked to me on unsteady legs. Her voice was barely a whisper. Elena, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Tears streamed down her face. For once, she had no clever comeback, no deflection. Just broken pride and genuine remorse. I looked at her not with triumph, but with something softer. I never wanted to prove you wrong, Torre. I just wanted to be seen. I pulled her into a hug. She cried against my shoulder like a child. That day didn't erase the years of hurt, but it healed something deeper. It showed me that real strength doesn't need applause every day. Sometimes it waits quietly, doing the work no one sees, until the moment arrives when truth can no longer stay hidden. Now when family gathers, the jokes are gone. In their place is quiet respect and occasionally a proud smile from my sister. I still fly. I still serve. And I finally feel light enough to carry both my wings and my heart without apology. Some lights take time to shine. But when they do, even the loudest voices learn to listen, asterisk,